retire. So I'm just like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
riding this out until she gets, I don't know, eaten or something, or they break her back
like
too hard,
like you do.
Yeah.
like you
As one
do.
Like you do.
And you can roll dice to possibly procreate every year and make new
Oh yeah,
babies.
you try to grow your village.
But we didn't really keep track of who was fathering what, and we kind of ended up in a little bit of an incest situation.
Oh no!
It's really bad. It's
Oh.
really bad.
No. Is there a penalty for
tried to.
that?
No, but
We
I
just
tried to make a
Ew.
family tree and I broke an ancestry website.
Just call them Targaryens. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Call them the Targaryens.
like,
It's fine.
it was letting me do a lot of incest, but then eventually it was just like,
Oh,
we
God.
can't add this connection to the family tree because it's gotten too messy. We cannot render this.
It has too many circles.
Yeah.
Many
It's like a
uncle
Christmas tree.
dads,
This
The main
band,
mother
culprit-
fathers.
your tree has
the main
become a
culprit-
loop. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul's character, who's now blind, I think, has had children with several women in his family tree.
Playa.
Yeah.
Oh
We
my
tried
gosh.
with one of his sons too. That was.
Oh my.
Jeez.
It's a hard world out there in the post-apocalypse.
That's not...
So in D&D, the basic rule is you kind of round down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, round
But
down.
in KDM, the basic rule is if something bad can happen to you or the monster, it'll happen to you. You know what I mean? Like the players suffer.
More.
Whatever it is.
It's just
It's the
decided.
basic rule.
You will suffer more. No denying it.
Yeah, and I only recently found that out, that yeah, basically there's a rule that, like, a written rule in the game that's like, if you can't figure out a ruling of, like, a rule, like there's some kind of discrepancy, just go in the favor of,
Against-
like, not in the favor of the player.
Yeah, against the interest of the player. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I want to find the answer.
I do like there's basically decks of cards. So in D&D terms, if we fought like a troll, it would have its own deck of cards with all of its moves. And as it did its turn, the DM would draw a card and it would be like, okay, the troll smashes this time. But as we injure the troll, the cards are taken off the pile. So the deck gets smaller and smaller and it can do limited
Yeah,
attacks.
it's able to do
on
fewer things.
I forget what do they call that card something system where the cards get down, but I like that because it reflects, the creatures getting worn down, can't do its stuff. I know in D&D you like recharge rolls. There's like
Yeah, there's recharge rolls and
kind of
stuff.
a similar thing. Yeah.
And
Once
you
you
can
get
permanently
rid of all
injure the monster to. You can like permanently injure the monster. So if you like injure its arms, then like if an attack comes up that requires its arms, it can't do it.
Yeah, I like that too. It makes sense.
Or it does it or it does it less well. But you can also be permanently injured, like me last night with my broken leg and back.
Yeah. And there's-
Broken back sounds like problematic.
It's all a problem.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
My
there's
back's
a-
broken.
There's a lion card that you can actually cut off his willy, like they call it his ding dong, right? You cut off his ding dong,
Yeah.
but the person who cuts off his ding dong for the rest of the fight is the main source of its anger, so it'll totally target that one person for the rest of the fight.
That's awesome. That they would bother to like
Don't get
write
me
that in the game.
Yeah, get some ideas.
There's a
Jamie.
lot of dicks in this game, genuinely.
Awesome. Okay, well,
It's
I'm
it's a fun game though.
Okay,
I'm-
let's play D&D.
yeah, I'm ready to get
Play
going.
a different game.
Yeah, different game. Okay, so last time we left off, the battle along the coast had roughly come to a conclusion. The segment of wall which your party had been dealing with alongside of many of the blue cloaks in the city of Title managed to be worse for wear than other areas. You did note towards the end of the scuffle or the skirmish you were in that a good number of the creatures of those like strange burrowing like demons managed to get past the lines to the east and the west of where you are and make their way into the city. You also noted that far off in the distance, you saw like these like flashes of, you know how when you see like heat lightning off in the distance, not really heavy claps of thunder, but like you saw the flashes of like thunder or of lightning on the north end of the city. You currently are on the complete opposite end, the south side, which borders the ocean, but it seemed evident that perhaps the storm giants had made their way around to perhaps flank with whatever demon force came up from the south. And currently you note that whatever surviving members of the battle, the surviving members of the Blue Cloaks are sort of, taking tally of their losses, of their whatever potions they've got left, and are making ready to sort of follow up and follow into the city. There was discussion amongst your group last time of what to do, and the possibility of traversing the underground tunnel system that is used by the Red Scales might be used to get to the north end of the city quickly, though no one was sure if the tunnel system was overrun as well. Nobody has been down there yet to look. Although Lloyd pointed out last time that, yes, there is indeed an entrance nearby, not too far from where you are now. You've used it before, the first time you went down there. It was this weird kind of crack, natural like crack in the side, the cliff face. When you went in there the initial time, looked like it had been widened, like artificially through magical means or somehow. But yeah, there is an entrance, and according to Lloyd, there was an exit on the northern side of the town. It comes out in a kind of side building to some sort of like water processing area where they try and clean the water of wells and whatnot, and collected rainwater. It's some sort of like water treatment place. I wouldn't call it like a water treatment facility because we're, this is high fantasy and not in modern times, but they use
through some charcoal maybe.
Yeah. They use like filtering systems, which actually you guys have encountered before. At least those of you who were in Column for that sewer adventure. You saw like the very meticulous procedure that they do to clean the water and in Column City proper. It uses a system of like filters of finer and finer grains, followed by boiling and a number of other processes that kind of help really clean the water of any disease and whatnot. So this is kind of like a miniature version of that. But anyway, you haven't gone through the tunnels yet, but that's just where the northern tunnel will exit, and it should spit you out somewhere on the northern side of the town, possibly avoiding any contact with hostiles in the process, assuming that they haven't burrowed down into the tunnels themselves. So that's where we left off last time. So I guess I ask you, you've got one pillarch, a single pillarch remaining, or no, one pillarch and one spireman way over there on the side, and two tiratiers managed to survive the battle. So only 4 of the Blue Cloaks. There's the 2 tiratiers are just kind of perched up there on the bow of the ship that's docked right now next to a ballista. Currently, they're making their way onto, which layer am I on? Token layer? No, that's a token layer, yeah. Yeah, so currently no, I don't want the ballista. The tiratiers are making their way.
Are you sure?
I mean, I don't want to click and drag the ballista is what I mean. No. Yeah, they're making their way, seeing how the danger seems to have mostly passed. They're making their way back towards the mainland and the Spiremen as well. They're all sort of regrouping, deferring to the Pillarch over there for further, guidance or orders of what to do. But yeah, so that's where you guys currently are. So, what do you want to do?
How big's a portable hole? Is it 5 by 5 or 10 by 10?
Who's the one who has that?
I'm not sure. I'm asking for a friend. No, I just noticed the ballista is 10 by 10.
Oh, I like where this is going. I don't have the portable hole though.
It's probably 5
don't
by
think.
5 because remember they were trying to shove me in it or something? And it was a
No,
tight
we
fit.
shoved you in your own haversack.
No, we shoved you in.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we weren't
right.
gonna put you in that.
Yeah, they put you in a haversack. I can look it up real quick. Portable hole is let's see
I wonder
here.
what book it's in.
It's in
I think it's just in
PHP
the
1.
PHP.
Yeah, it's in PHP
Oh, is
1.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Looking it up now. Let's see.
Mhm.
Those are rituals. I don't want rituals. Brute potions. It's like a wondrous item. Still.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
great
Okay.
idea,
I
though.
found
I
it.
like
I
that.
found it.
You
It's
did-
5 by 5.
5 by 5. There you go.
Yeah.
No.
Although
Okay.
you did in your brief excursion through Barbo's den, you did see this kind of shady looking demon who had this terrarium full of weird shadow bugs that sort of like knitted portable holes together, sort of like silkworms.
Yeah, they were doing like custom orders, right?
Yeah, they were doing custom orders. So it is possible for them to be made in other sizes for an exorbitant price, but
Yeah.
that's the only place you've seen them beyond just normal magic shops. In fact, portable holes are pretty much illegal in the whole of Column Empire just for their nefarious uses.
Right. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, we have used it nefariously.
You have.
It's true.
Yeah, a lot of underground like thieves guilds will frequently make use of them to just burgle any place like unhindered. Like, oh, door to a safe, no problem. Floop. Just go right through.
I mean, we were also stolen from using one, so give it then it taketh away.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Okay. Anyhow, forget I asked.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, what are you guys doing?
So we were gonna head across town, weren't we? Or
Yeah,
Yes.
like we're up on the roof, just kind of looking up. Like, I think we found the storm giants.
Yeah.
I mean, I can always consult a higher power if you guys aren't sure.
Actually, you three on the
I
roof.
mean, there's a whole ass storm.
I'll allow you three on the roof since you're at such a high vantage point that you can see over most of the other buildings. You can all make perception checks while you're up there.
Okay.
I like to be tall.
Tall people powers go. Actually, Giants really isn't that tall. Needs all the help he can get. Perception.
38.
Short person
one.
energy.
I mean, what's I will never live that
Short
down. What's
person.
tall for a drow? Like six and a half,
Let me see.
you know.
Yeah, I guess he is 5'8". I guess.
Short person energy. That's
I say that as
That's-
an almost 6 foot tall
It's a
person.
great one. Got
Don't
that,
take it
short
back.
man
got
energy.
that SPE.
SP.
Got that SPE.
It's fine. It's a barely average sized woman myself.
Looking for my
Not an insult.
freaking notebook that has your all's current. Nope, that's okay. I can find it later, I guess. Okay, what do we got? 38, 35, 45. Yeah.
Rain extra perceptive. She's like, pew.
Pretty sure I see the fabric of time.
Yeah. So I
She's-
mean, all of you actually managed to make this out. However, especially Rain. So it's like beyond. You can see the wall of the northern edge of the city, and beyond it, because you're right now you're higher than the wall, so you can see over the wall. You see a tower that's outside of the wall where you guys initially teleported into. You can see that, and then even beyond that, you see just these things. Like this distance, it's so far, it's hard to make out, but you do notice that there's these things kind of flying around way out in the distance, and just overhead of where they are is where all the flashing is happening. And you do notice occasionally there's like a bolt of energy that kind of fires down towards the ground. What's disconcerting is that whatever those things are, presumably the storm giants that you've been told about, given the context of the situation and your knowledge of things you've heard, you assume, all three of you assume that those are the storm giants. What's concerning is that they don't seem to be shooting at anything within the city. So what the hell are they shooting at that's outside of the city? So
They're killing the whales because the whales are the only ones who have communicated with the aliens. We have to save the whales.
sure.
Sorry for that.
It's like-
You've got Star Trek reference.
Sure.
Star Trek 4.
I don't get it. It's like
What?
Thank you.
I haven't watched much Star Trek.
Not over the ocean.
Okay. All right. So,
Yeah. Do you have any transparent aluminum?
Slingshot the Enterprise around Alabar.
Alabar.
It's a bird of prey, I know.
I need this.
Anyway,
So,
That.
giants. Think we found them. Never seen a storm giant, but I know what the words storm and giants mean, and that kind of like.
Yeah, one of those things flying around was a lot bigger than the others. You did notice that as well.
Ooh.
Okay.
there was like,
Anything
There was,
anything
like, a
in your
bar.
noggin, Benny, about how to storm giant weakness as in your studies?
did we ever do a knowledge storm giant roll?
I don't think
I don't think we did.
I don't think anybody
That's
did.
why I'm asking Betty.
Let's see. Yeah, go. You can roll. Hang on. Let me just check what category this falls
I found
under.
one floating.
You did. You found a dead one.
True, you've
Yeah.
seen one. And so
So-
has
You've
Lloyd.
seen one. Lloyd's
Obviously.
seen a lot of them.
Let's see.
Could Jayez make a roll to be like, I mean, have I looked in the library enough to be like, that seems weird.
These would fall under. They are considered of the elemental type, which means it would be an Arcana roll. Yeah, Arcana creatures fall
Betty.
under. Yeah, that falls under.
Can we assist Betty?
I don't think you need to really, but
I don't think you
it's like I
God.
don't think you
Can't
need
imagine we
to.
do.
I don't know how you could know anything that he doesn't already know. You know, it's just.
I don't know. Jayez has taken care of a library. I mean, Joe
Yeah.
Driscoll's got an extensive library. I mean, he learned what did he
And he
learn?
is a
Primordial
library.
or something from this reading? What did he learn?
Okay. Hang on. I'm looking up.
Well, I speak giant, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That might be helpful.
With the
That might be
with the okay, so generally speaking, there's some basic lore, and then with a 49, I can give you a little bit more. So basic lore stuff. So storm giants, they either build or command lesser beings to build grand castles atop tall mountains, on floating islands, and sometimes in the oceans of the world. And they breathe water as easily as air. So they can fly as well as swim. They're like multimodal as far as transportation goes.
Okay.
They can use rituals to summon great storms upon which their armies can ride. Such storms, though rare throughout history, are just called harbinger storms. And then you were specifically trying to figure out if they had any like weaknesses or anything. Only thing you know is it's like they're pretty hardy creatures, but they're especially hardy against lightning and thunder. Using any like lightning or thunder of them is not gonna do much.
Recharging them.
Yeah. And
would be
they have an aura about them like that can just shock things and push things back with severe and heavy winds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're like surrounded by their own storm, kind of thing.
Yes, when they want to be. It's
Okay.
it's known that when giants are actively fighting, they can just instantly just conjure up like a tornado force winds around themselves to keep things pushed back or damage them. And so it makes it very difficult to fly around them. If anything would try to fly around them, they're just going to get just thwacked off to the side or something. So that's what you know about storm giants.
Cool.
Grandpa, you gotta be careful.
We really should have had the crazy magician and the dragon cat with us.
Where are they even?
It'd be just nice if they're just like, "Hi, I'm here." I'm like, "Where did you come from, crazy man?"
Well, are you guys gonna try and go through the tunnels, or gonna try and go overland?
Oh, we're
No,
probably
that
gonna
looks
try
like a
tunnels.
mess. I vote tunnel. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going through the tunnels. We
Getting
got
through
two
the
folks.
streets
Good.
at this hour? Ugh.
At this
You want
hour,
me to-
It's
you want me
much
to
too.
ask? Want me to ask Ayun?
you can ask Ayun.
What our chances
Oh,
are?
yeah.
Are you?
Should we
That's-
take the diplomatic?
Like,
should we take the diplomatic
Should we
route
go in the
or the
tunnel?
violent route?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna use one of your what is it
Oh.
called?
I haven't talked to her today. I don't think.
Yeah, not at all. You haven't used that ability in a while, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever it's called. I'm trying to look it up, but you know the one.
I'm surprised you haven't talked to her when you were crazy. Like, "Ayu, should I do?" She'll be like, "If you don't get your ass back home."
You might take.
Should I
she
make
might
a
take the
turkey
ride.
sandwich?
I don't want to risk it.
All right. So, how do you phrase the idea? Remember, you pose a.
Like a yes, no.
It's not a yes. It doesn't need to be yes, no. You pose a, if like should I type question, like, what would happen if I did this, or should we do this? And then in response, it's not a yes, no that you get. You get a kind of what's the word? An empathetic kind of response.
Okay. Your spidey sense tingle.
Yeah. So what do you pose to the sapphire of Ayun?
Should we take the tunnels? I guess.
okay.
I can't say either or. Just so should we take the tunnels to go to the giants?
Okay. So you kind of close your eyes and focus that thought directed towards the sapphire that kind of floats around your head. It kind of pulses a few times, considering like multiple timelines and scenarios, and you get a sense of cautious optimism.
Okay. It could be a good way, but there may be a few challenges.
Or it could depend on it feels more secure, but like it senses that there are a few paths in that direction that might not go perfectly, but
Right.
there are options in that way that are secure.
We may or may not leave a body in our wake. Okay, that's fine.
Right.
That's fine.
I'm not getting a feeling of dread, so
No,
that's
it's not getting a feeling of like, no, don't do that, which you have felt in certain situations before, so you didn't get that. So like kind of like measured optimism, I would call it.
So let's do it.
I mean, that's the best kind of optimism we can get around here, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let's
So
do
just make sure you've marked off you've used one of those, and
Yeah. Where is it?
I'll just to say that Lloyd or Jayaz, actually Jayaz would know the entrance as well. So you take some stairs. Before you go, right now the Pillarch over here that had been fighting with you guys and is
right.
right now he's kind of he's taking a little bit of a breather. He's kind of sitting on the ground with his sword propped. He's got his hand propped up on his sword, just kind of breathing. And he kind of looks over to you guys and is like, What are you guys gonna do now?
Oh, by the way, JD.
Yeah.
If I don't know if this will be relevant for later on, but since we're not staying on the surface, but Jai's is very much not in disguise. So any bonuses I get from that are erased.
Ah, okay. Okay. Right now, nobody seems to care.
Good.
Given the intensity
going
and the heavy loss that the military just suffered, they are, and the fact that he saw with his own eyes you guys were killing the demons and fighting back against the demons. Like he's like I don't care who you are, I don't know who you are, whatever. Just thanks. But he just kind of curious. He's like what are you guys doing? Are you going into town, or we could really use your help?
We'll be going to town, but not directly in the line of fire to those things. Try your best to stay cautious out here. Hide if you can in order to get to the main fight.
He kind of
I
looks.
really thought you were gonna die a bit actually. So great.
Jesus.
Well,
Rain.
he
What?
he kind of stands up and hobbles over to this small squad of soldiers over here, and kind of gives them all a solemn nod of like, let's get to it.
Can we collectively give the guy that hang on with like 1 HP a potion or two, please?
I am so proud of him.
I'm very. Can we just offer him like, good job, guy. Here you go.
Oh, the pillark.
I think
sure.
I have some.
Yeah, you can. If
I'm
you want
sure.
to, yeah, if you want to, that's fine.
I have a couple. I can give him definitely like basic. How many do I got? I've got 10 potion of healing. I'd like to give him 2.
All right, so that's very kind of you. He kind of he takes them from you and gives you a nod of thanks. He's just like, I hope to see you tomorrow. He's meaning I hope to see you at all, in the future. Meaning I hope I don't. You catch the drift of what he's trying to communicate. It's just like, may the gods watch over you. And then he kind of says like, all right, let's go. He tells the other 3, and they each give you a nod in turn, and the Spireman hoists up his shield and spear, and he marches off and kind of trots off into the city along with the 2 turretiers behind them. There's just leaves the group of you and a whole bunch of demon corpses and a bunch of human and a lot of human corpses as well.
I hate to be that guy, but should we loot the human bodies to see if there's anything we can take? I don't.
Oh, sorry. Probably the soldiers would have done that already.
Okay, all right. As long as somebody did.
Yeah, the pillark, the pillark who's still alive definitely would have looted the one that's not, because that's just waste not, want not, and in times of
it's pretty standard.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's it won't unless you want some. The only thing they didn't take is ammo, stuff that they couldn't really carry with them. Like the turretiers refilled their ammo, but there's still lots of arrows left. There's lots of basic spears, basic shields. There is, however, a flaming sword. The dead pillark.
Yeah.
The pillark who's still alive didn't have any use for a second sword, so he just left that. So if you
somebody want a flaming sword?
let me just check what let's see what kind of gear that they tend to carry.
That sounds like a Lloyd thing, even though he's a cold guy.
Does. It does.
It sounds like a Lloyd thing. Lloyd, do you need a flaming sword? Let's see here.
Yeah, they've got 2 things actually. One is a fire font ring.
Oh yeah.
And the other one is a fire sword. So, but the fire sword, well, you'd have to get it identified or something. But you saw him using the fire sword, And the ring, you've seen the effect the ring had. Other than that, you don't know much about them, but you kind of get the gist of what they do. But yeah, those are the two items that might be of use to you. He's wearing a ring and a fire sword. So, but yeah, the other Pillark already has those items, and they would benefit him. They wouldn't benefit him at all. So.
Is the ring what made those big fire zones?
Yeah, the fire zones were
'Cause those were
created by the ring.
Betty should totally take those.
Sure.
Take that.
Okay.
Like,
So you
yeah,
can
you
mark
become
down.
firebender.
Do you have a slot to wear an extra ring? Because you could wear it now if you wanted. I don't know if you have
Yeah, I
any.
do.
You do?
No,
Oh, you don't.
but
Okay.
I'll hold on to it.
Okay. So just write in your gear, fire font ring from a Pillark, and you can fill. Once you get it identified or you identify it yourself, you can fill in the details later.
Okay.
How about the sword?
Do we need to have a feat to wield a two-handed weapon? I'm gonna assume
It's a long sword, so you don't need a.
it's a long sword.
It's considered a martial melee. If you have training in martial melee weapons, then you can wield
I'm
it.
trying to see if Lloyd does. I'm trying to bring up Jayas too, but
Can't imagine he doesn't.
yeah, right.
Let's see. Lloyd.
One-handed, which is it's backstabber, light blade expertise,
It would be under his either. Let's see.
touch,
His features.
dagger,
Proficiencies.
no,
Daggers, hand crossbow,
Under his
shuriken, sling, short sword. No, so he does not have proficiency in
he
long
doesn't
sword.
have proficiency.
No, it's not to say he couldn't use it at all. It's just he wouldn't gain the proficiency bonus from using it. I think.
Can we just put it in the bag then?
Yeah, I mean, Sturge, I believe, has martial weapon proficiency.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
sweet.
actually
Oh,
if it's a
nice.
long sword, it's actually called a heavy blade.
Is it?
That's the group, right? It
Well,
may
there's
be a
two.
martial weapon.
Yeah, it's a martial weapon. Yeah, the heavy blade is like a subcategory for like
Heavy blade
determining feats and stuff like you can use with it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what a heavy blade. Like for example, if you take like weapon focus or
Focus
something
or-
like that, weapon focus
Ouching.
or
Yeah.
yeah, heavy blade is a
Right.
category of weapon. But for proficiency usage, usually you take like giant sections of weapons for proficiency,
Right.
like light or like basic weapons, basic melee, basic ranged, martial melee, martial ranged, and then there's those exotic weapons which you have to take individually.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you put it, you just take it then, and just for now you have it.
Okay.
Who has the bag?
Well, several of you have bags, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I have a bag.
I think I have a bag.
George has one.
Do I have a bag? I don't think I have a handy haversack. Interesting.
They're very handy. You can get them in
They
lots
are
of those
very
prank prints.
handy.
Mine's Louis Vuitton.
Oh no, I do have one. Okay, all right.
How bougie.
Mine is just like just some Japanese fabric. Well,
Uniqlo.
niche. Yes, it's just straight up Uniqlo. It's Japanese fabric.
Okay.
Uniqlo. Yeah, it's Uniqlo.
Somebody tell me who's got this? Who's taking the sword?
Since Sturge, you're kind of proficient. Which would it make sense for you to have it?
You just
You can
throw
put
it
it
in
Would
in
your
my
you
bag.
use it?
Okay, just Sturge.
yeah.
You can
I'm just
write
looking.
it in your stuff for now, just so we know who has it.
It seems I can use it because it's a heavy blade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's under military melee weapons.
yeah.
Awesome.
One-handed. Whereas my falchion.
Oh, it's one-handed.
Yeah,
Yeah, my
Oh,
falchion
then
is.
I
two-
could take
two-
it then too.
one-handed.
Oh wait, it's versatile. So
Yeah,
it means you
you-
can use it one or two-handed.
Yeah, you
right?
could use
yeah,
it
one or two.
one or two.
Oh, then I could. Even Jayas could use it too then. Because he also has military one-handed melee. Oh wait,
Do you?
yeah, military one-handed
Really?
melee. So, yeah, for whatever. Yeah.
Oh,
Don't know when I did that. but
that's
yeah.
right. You're not a rogue technically. You're actually an assassin.
He's not a
Right.
rogue. Yeah.
I forgot about that. Okay, so let's
He's
see.
an
So yeah.
assassin.
So okay. So yeah, I could also take it.
Okay.
Soldier's duty.
If you want to use it.
Sure. I'd like a fire blade. Okay.
Okay.
Neat.
So in your
right.
inventory, under one of your weapons, you've
Okay.
got. Do you have any? You don't have any more weapon slots available. You can you can just put it in the inventory, general inventory at the bottom for now.
Yeah.
Because right now you've got like Garrote
I got shit. It's like Garrote wire.
Garrote wire, bolas,
I got a lot of
blowguns,
things right now.
daggers, shurikens, phasing anger. You've got so many different weapons. Like
This is just the meme where they keep pulling weapons out of random pockets.
yeah.
I apparently also have. We all have a portable hole. I forgot that. We all have one.
Do?
I mean,
all
I
do.
have one.
I don't think you all have
I
one.
I
We all
don't
have
think I have a
separate-
portable hole.
You mean
I have
bag
the
of
portable-
holding?
Oh, I do have a portable hole. I was wrong.
I have a
checked my own
portable hole.
inventory.
You
I
have a
checked my own
portable hole.
inventory.
I was like, yo, did we all buy a portable hole? That's pretty ballin'.
Did you? Those things are expensive.
We had
We're
so
rich.
much money at a certain point, though.
Okay, what am I putting in my bag? What was the name of the sword? I'm sorry.
For now,
I
it doesn't have like a specific name. Right now, just say Pillark Fire Sword. Pillark.
Pillark.
Fire Sword.
Okay. Fire sword. Okay.
And that'll do for now.
Alright.
Later on, when you
Alright.
get it identified or know it, you can figure out the details and all that stuff. But for now, that's what you got. You know basically what to do. You can just kind of concentrate, like flame on, and it goes, and the blades like kind of turn, like
Pretty
get
cool.
surrounded in fire, and then you can like it's like that's pretty nifty. So if anything, like it could at least serve as like a light source and for those who can't see in the dark. But anyway,
Remember, heavy weapons, so you may or may not be proficient in heavy weapons. Even though you do military weapons. I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's like I could, I don't know, check it to somebody, be like, here, look.
Yeah. So okay. So Jayez has it in his inventory.
Yeah.
That's all I care about right now. It's just who has it.
It's who has it.
Who
Yeah.
has it?
Yes.
All right. So,
Off to
having
the tunnel.
taken the ring and the sword off of the fallen Pillark soldier, Jayez leads you guys down one of the many staircases that kind of leads down to the shoreline, and there, you make your way through the how can I say, like the corpses of all these sea creatures as well as demons and a few soldiers who they accidentally like fell off the edge, until you make your way towards the entrance, that kind of like alcove. There's a very, as you recall, there's a very narrow bit of shoreline, this Pebble Beach shoreline. It's only about like a foot to like, a foot to a foot and a half wide. So you kind of have to like shimmy your way across to avoid getting your knees soaking wet in the surf. But eventually you make your way down there towards where the there's like this illusory cover, and go inside the tunnel where it is dark. So is there anybody who does not have dark vision?
I think it's
Hi, Lola.
Sturge.
Goggles.
Okay, Sturge has
Oh,
goggles.
Right.
Drow, no problem.
Lloyd?
Lloyd is human, so
I don't know if he has.
let me check his inventory.
Also,
Turn on the sword, man. Turn on the sword.
you know what?
Second.
I could just give him the damn sword. Like,
Gloves of
here you
Ice,
go.
Oven, Trickster's Mask, Goggles of Night. So he
He
does
does
have
have
Goggles of
Goggles of
Night.
Night, okay.
So Lloyd also has some Goggles of Night he puts on. So Sturge is fine,
Okay.
Lloyd is fine, Drow is fine, like Jayez is fine. That just leaves Rain and Benny. So what are your guys?
Yeah, I think I'm the least able to see with low light.
Okay.
Yeah, low light.
So low.
Would you
yeah,
like a sword?
Yeah, low light won't be like
No.
right here where you are. You can see, but as you go deeper in, you're not going to be able to see at a certain point. So it's up to you if you want to bring out a light source now or later.
Benny has the light spell, so he'll pull out. Just use that.
Okay. As long as if you have a light source, then no worries.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll stay close to Benny, but try to act cool about it. Like I'm not doing it.
Okay. I would like everybody to make a stealth check. Actually, a series of 3 stealth checks, and we're going to take pass fails, number of passes versus number of fails type of thing. So for the group.
Holy stealth.
So
Okay.
so
Just
this is
everybody.
I'm just gonna make a note in the chat. Okay, so stealth check 1. Okay, so now all of you. Actually, I need to roll for Makuiha as well. I think Makuiha doesn't really touch. Yeah, she's not touching the ground at all, so it's pretty easy for her.
What about Nimrod?
Nimrod.
Oh, God,
Nimrod is. Yeah. Nimrod, it's more of a will save.
Put
It's
him
like
in
a
the bag.
yeah.
Put him in a bag, please.
What?
And Kenya, if you could roll for Lloyd as well.
It's 37. Oh, Lloyd, right?
Yeah, you're gonna.
Sorry, I keep forgetting. Dang it, Lloyd. Glenn. Dang it, Glenn. Okay, hold on. Stealth.
Oh.
Oh, damn it, Lloyd.
So stealthy.
Hang on.
So stealthy. Usually. Oh, it wasn't a 1, so you know what?
Okay.
I'm playing very cool, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Do I roll something for
I
Nimrod?
have the DC.
Do you just a
Okay, so
regular
stealth check
D20?
1. We have a pass, a fail, a pass, a fail, and a fail.
Doing great. You're doing great, team.
Just
Excellent
barely.
team. Good job.
So, as you guys are walking through the tunnel system, you hear, you're underground, so you don't hear clear sounds, but these tunnels aren't too incredibly deep underground. They're deep enough that they would avoid digging into anybody's basement by accident. So, consider that to be maybe 25 feet to 30 feet underground. However, any loud, booms or, thuds, very bassy sounds would make their way into the tunnel. They would kind of, either shake the ground or something like that. And every once in a while, as you're walking, you do kind of get these kind of sounds. And you also occasionally hear this rumbling, kind of something kind of digs past you, perhaps. It's kind of and it makes its way, away from you. But I'm gonna, let's see here. It is indeed Nimrod. Nimrod kind of gets a bit spooked by one of the noises that as it kind of goes past, and he kind of goes and flaps his leathers or his feathers. He flaps his wings and he's just he just makes a loud squawk, and you hear one of the kind of digging noises kind of off to your right side just kind of stops. It goes. And then it starts kind of digging in your direction. What do you do?
Can we possibly assume it's more of those guys we just fought?
The digging noise would lead you to believe so, yeah. I mean, it's kind of...
And is there anywhere we can, duck in and hide? Around a corner? Or
the tunnel system is pretty just straight and narrow. So not a lot of hiding places, to be honest.
Can we sense the direction it's coming from and just...
if we're talking north, south, east, west, it's coming. You guys were headed north, so it's coming from the east.
Right. No, I mean above, below, left, or right of us. Like which wall faces will it burst out of? Can we identify that, or is that too detailed?
I would
We-
say
we should just
make a
ready attack.
make a perception check.
Giles is gonna ready an attack.
Okay.
Yeah, probably time to.
Yeah,
Knock 'em off.
sounds like it's gonna like burst out somewhere in front of you, down in like the bottom right corner of this square. If you imagine the hull or this tunnel you're going through as a square, you're just looking down like a square tube. It would be in
Right.
front of you and to the lower the bottom right, somewhere in that vicinity. It's getting louder. So it's below you and to the right.
I'd assume since Jaez and Lloyd are likely leading the pack, they're both just gonna ready an attack since I imagine they're the ones leading through the tunnels.
Okay.
Can we do two by two by? Is it like wide enough for 2x2?
Yes, it is wide enough for 2x2.
Okay.
3x3 in some cases. It's not a super
3 by
tiny
3.
tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys
All right.
prepare your you got some readied actions going. So
Yeah, I'm
what
trying to find,
are you readying? What attack are you readying?
I let me go back to God. I need two screens for this. Jesus. Jaez is gonna ready a hidden stab because would you say that like since there's no visual, the enemy doesn't have visual on us? Could I? Because I have to be hidden to use this. So could he?
You can make a
Probably has
stealth check.
tremor sense.
Yeah,
Because he technically passed his stealth check.
that's true. That is true. You did pass your stealth check. I'll
true.
allow it. I'll allow it since you did succeed in your stealth check, your stealth roll. Yeah, you're hidden from it.
Can I just preemptively roll just so I can just like because I got to do his and I have to figure out.
Okay,
Lloyd's.
that's fine.
All right.
Anyone else got
I
any?
am next to a wall technically. Yes.
Yeah, you are next to a wall. Anybody else with readied actions?
Ooh.
Yep, I want to hang back and knock an arrow for bees, please.
Okay, bees is readied.
Is
Hidden
Would you
stab
consider
is
the
readied.
Would you consider the target invisible, JD, since I can't see him yet?
The target is yeah.
I can't
well,
see him.
when it I'm assuming this is a readied action for when you can see him, correct?
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be like, I hear him coming, I'm going to stab the dirt. I don't think that's what you're doing. So I think it's not.
As soon
It's
as
not
I hear
invisible.
something come out of the ground, as soon as I hear something come out, it's getting stabbed from
Okay.
the foe.
At that point, it won't be invisible. So no, it's not invisible.
Okay. Will it by any chance possibly be bloodied? I don't know what his life was before.
That is a good question. It has been through combat already, so I will roll for that. All I'm going to tell you is no, it's not bloodied.
All right. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Jesus, there's a lot of questions.
Yeah, because I know you got to
there we
click
go.
through the questions.
Okay, there we go. All right, Jai's done. Okay, Lloyd, I think he was gonna use his disarming strike.
All right.
Disheartening.
Okay.
Or was it piercing? Oh Jesus, Lloyd, why?
Okay.
If you need, if we need to block out this.
Okay, maybe piercing.
Right. I'm standing on a path that could double as a corridor.
Two. We're gonna use disheartening for Lloyd. Does he have combat advantage? I don't believe so.
No, I don't think he'll have combat advantage at that point.
Is this the first? Okay, yes. Okay, all right. Is it a sneak attack? He technically failed, so his is not a sneak attack.
Let's see. Did you roll for?
He uses 28, I believe.
8.
Ah,
I think it was the near miss.
I see.
It was in
So
near miss. I think.
Rain got the. Oh, he's the very last one.
Yeah, he's
yes.
very
Okay,
last.
I see it. Yeah, that was the near miss. So no, he's not hidden. So.
Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go.
Okay,
Done.
so you got that in there.
Oh, he did pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. Okay, so we got any other radiant actions? Because otherwise I'll move this along.
Yeah, Benny's
I
going
will.
to prepare hypnotism just to make it stop.
Just to make it stop. Okay,
Yeah,
and
so when it appears, he's going to try and hit it with hypnotism so it doesn't
okay,
charge us.
okay.
And I
So
will point my sword
I
at
guess
it.
I'll roll since we're all rolling.
okay, so yeah, the you hear this like tunneling sound of this like really quickly burrowing creature. It sounds almost as if it's just straight up swimming through the dirt as quick as it's coming. It's just like,
Oh crap!
and then
he
it just
would've got okay.
it
Like
it
him.
kind of briefly pauses as it gets to where you guys all are, and then it just bursts out of the area. So simultaneously, a lot of things are going to happen as it bursts out. As it tends to do, the spew of acid just kind of goes everywhere as it bursts out of the hole. At the same time, anybody who's standing there ready with a melee attack is going to be hit with this acid. But you simultaneously all take strikes at it. So we'll handle. Let me do the. Let's see, who's doing the melee stuff? That would be Sturge. Said you were doing a sword attack, and then the two rogues, the assassin, the rogue, and Sturge. So allow me to.
Jayas, I apologize. God damn it, JD, I keep calling you Jayas. I apologize. If Jayas' attack hits, it does grant combat advantage.
Okay. Well, I see what you're saying. Well, I'm not. It probably won't matter too much. Yeah, it probably won't matter too much. But
if it doesn't matter, then it's fine.
Let's see. There it is. Okay, so we'll just go. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. It's acid retreat, yes, but it's not the. Hang on. I guess I actually have to physically put one on the board for it to register. Okay, just ignore him. He's there.
He exists.
There. Okay, so we'll go in order. We'll do. Let's see. We'll do Jayez, Lloyd, Sturge, because those are the orders that you guys started telling me. Okay, so versus reflex. Jayez has a 40 hit your reflex. Think it does, but
You said a
40.
40?
40.
I think it does. Give me a second here. Good click. My reflex. Yeah, it does.
Okay. So yeah, you will take 28 acid damage, and an ongoing 10 acid damage. I'll just make a note of that. This is gonna be just a short. Yeah, it's just a short like chest burster type of thing. Just 10. Let's see, 34 versus Lloyd's reflex.
You said 34?
Yeah, 34 versus Lloyd's reflex.
Okay, no, not that one. I think that misses him. Yeah, that misses him.
Okay. And finally, only a 28 versus Sturge's reflex, which I'm pretty sure misses as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miss.
So yeah, it bursts out of the ground at like an angle. It kind of arcs up in the air as it looks like it's about to dive back down into the dirt. But you guys all had these readied actions, so bam! Like you just start wailing as it's right in midair. Okay, so we'll start with Jayez. Okay, so let me scroll up. Did you already roll the thing?
It's a 39 versus its AC.
Okay, let's see. 39 versus its AC is a hit. Okay, so it is a hit.
And it's grabbed.
Let's see. Target is grabbed until the end of your next turn. Okay. While the grab persists, target grants combat advantage and takes a -2 penalty to its first escaped attempt. If you make a melee weapon attack against the target before the grab ends, assassin target is not expended, you can use that power against the target even if the attack misses. Okay. So you grab persist. Okay. So 56 damage. Jesus. Okay. Okay. So as soon as the thing bursts out, like Jaya's like, here's what you do. You kind of like stab it in the side and kind of tuck tuck your blade around and under your arm like this. So you've still got the blade jammed into its side while it's kind of held under your... It's like this huge fish like thing, and it's kind of flapping around, but you're like holding on to it. There's like acid on you, but you dealt a huge blow to it. Now it's bloodied. That brings us to Lloyd.
Exactly why I asked, because look, if he's not bloodied, he's gotta be.
Yeah, so
Totally planned that.
So that hits 47 versus his AC. Lloyd comes up with a second slash. You see his blade go into it's like the other side of it. It immediately, there's this flash freezes a part of its body. Lloyd gets concealment. He like immediately kind of goes into this fading form. Like Rain unleashes like 48. That'll hit. 36 bees, and with Rain's arrow. Like Benny is in the middle of casting his spell, but you just see the thing just drop limp after that. It wasn't. It did not have full HP, but it had enough to like splash a couple of you guys with acid before it perished. I do need the three of you to make one saving throw versus that acid to see if you take a little bit more damage than that. Or no, only one of you got splashed with the acid. So who was that? That was.
It was just me. It was Jaez,
Okay,
but
so-
he also gets to save before his next turn or whatever.
Ah, okay. So yeah, just make a save, and if you fail that, make one more. You get the bonus one
Okay.
for free to see if you don't take any damage.
Yay! Slash R. 1d20. And enter. Enter, damn it. Does an 18 save me from being
Yeah, it's a
acided?
normal save, so you just need a 10 or higher. So, yeah, that does save.
neat.
So
Just-
you managed to kind of like rip away part of the costume you're wearing that has acid on it before it manages to eat through it to get to your skin any further. So you left a chunk of your cloth on the floor, but it immediately kind of goes and dissolves into this like smoke. You're like, ugh. And kind of kick the thing for good measure to make sure it's dead, and it just kind of it's just there.
He just goes, it's just like, I always hated fish.
If you hate fish, you're in the
Good
wrong
job.
city. That's their main food source.
That was his main thing. It's his main thing here.
Yeah,
He's
I've
like,
smelled
"God damn, I
nothing but
hate
fish since we got here.
Sturge is covered in fish, and
Oh yeah,
Title has its
that's right.
The
Title
bread
has its
smells
charms.
Like fish.
Okay,
Hey,
well,
All right.
It's actually
sorry
pretty
about
good.
that.
Well-
Nimrod was a little bit excited. I think it could be that he's just hungry. Rain, do you mind if I help myself to these breadsticks?
Sure.
Pouch?
Yep, she's got lots of
Give
them.
it to Nimrod.
Okay, so you give a breadstick to Nimrod. He seems to enjoy it. He's like, he likes the bread. You take off little bits of breadstick and you just feed it to him
Aw.
piece by piece, and he's like, "That's how we do it."
Okay, wait a sec. You're getting ahead of me.
Does that
Jimmy.
keep
Oh,
him-
okay.
I'm being
Does that
stealthy
keep him-
right now.
You're doing what?
I'm being stealthy right now.
You're being stealthy right now.
Well, I lied about the breadsticks.
Oh. Oh.
I'm reaching into Rain's pouch to get the bread stick.
How?
Oh.
But you have to
okay.
figure out if you actually get a breadstick though, because you put a shit ton of them in there.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll grab a breadstick too. But
I
is
see.
it a stealth check, sleight of hand, or what is it?
Well, it seemed like, Rain, you just chose to believe him that he was going for a breadstick based on what you just
Okay.
said. So the second part of that is the sleight of hand to see if you can actually nab the rod
right.
instead of the. No, it wouldn't be stealth. It would be.
How does that
Oh,
that bag
not stealth?
work?
No,
'Cause
it's not stealth.
would-
It's
Thievery.
yeah, thievery.
Okay,
How
thievery.
can you, like, since the bags are connected, can the other person ever feel when the bag is getting badibadid in or whatever or anything like that?
No. There's
'Cause I had-
there's no
okay.
there's no alarm or anything that goes off if the bag is opened or not. It's
Or
just that
rummage or getting rummaged through?
no
Like,
no
how-
no more than a normal bag. Although
can do-
technically, because it is a bag of shared acquisition, you're technically rolling
That's what
against
I'm
both of
wondering.
them. You're rolling against both
Yeah, 'cause I'm
people.
like, do I
Okay.
notice that he is
Yeah.
not getting into my like quiver of endless?
Well, I mean,
breadsticks?
my thing is like your quiver's on your back, I guess. I don't know. Where do you keep your endless breadsticks? Is it like a quiver on your back or?
That's
Well, no,
a
because she
great
also put
question.
breadsticks in the shared bag of acquisition. Like she says, I don't know how many she put in there, but she's like, well, in case he gets hungry, I'll just stuff it.
I did put some
And then-
in there.
You did, and then we put the rod in there, so there's just like oblong objects in there, but there are breadsticks in there. So I'm like, how do you know which one you're
Okay.
trying to grab?
I will educate this. All right. First, what is your passive perception, Rain and Benny? Is Benny the other side of the pouch?
No, Jaya.
Oh, Jayaz. Okay, so
Jayaz.
passive perception for Jayaz and Rain. What is, because you're not actively looking for him to be doing this. So what is your?
37.
Hold on,
What is it?
I have to find my.
If Rain
37.
notices, does she care? I guess is the question.
No, I just want to know if she knows.
37.
Your
Okay, you do
my
note that
passive
that
28.
even though most of what you're feeling is from the breadstick quiver thing, you do feel a slight tug on your belt, which causes you just to look down brief enough, and you do note what he's doing. It was very, very subtle, and you almost didn't notice it, but you didn't. How about you,
Do you
Jaya?
punch him in the face?
Jayaz, what's your passive
No.
perception?
I think it's 18.
Okay, you don't notice anything.
I think.
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
He does have a dead fish in front of him. He's like, I'm
Yeah.
very busy right now.
So yeah, Jazz, you don't notice anything, but Rain, you do notice Sturge is going in your the shared acquisition pouch. If you do anything, is up to you, but you notice it.
No,
Keep in mind, that
just-
means Jaya's will
I'm
never
just gonna
use
make
the
a point.
rod.
I hope Nimrod enjoys the bread.
Thank you. He will. Wink, wink.
You're welcome.
Okay.
And endless thanks for the endless breadsticks.
Okay.
Mm.
So, Sturge, you now
I'm watching.
Sturge, you are now in possession of the rod.
Okay.
I will make a note of that. Again.
And we have a shared pouch of bread.
I feed Nimrod some bread.
Okay.
It's all part of the bluff.
All right. Sturge stole rod from Rain / Jazz. Okay. Everybody,
Jaya's had the.
continue making your way through the tunnel. You've got 2 more checks you need to make. Roll better.
Okay. Well,
Okay, so I'm gonna roll stealth check
Gambarimasu.
2. Stealth check 2. And did you mark off the HP you lost, Jayaz? Okay. And if you use any abilities that are like dailies or anything, those would be marked off as well. It's just you're trying not to burn resources as you go through these tunnels. Okay. 34. Let's see. Would it? Where did it go? Kazareth.
Oh.
Okay.
And he needs a breadstick.
Okay. We have a success.
I'm also eating a breadstick.
We have a fail. We have a success. We have a success. So that is a group success, as long as the successes outweigh the fails. So you think you're about 2/3 of the way. You're making your way through the underbelly of the city. Again, you're starting to notice a pickup in the sounds, like those bassy rumble sounds. Like they're getting closer and more frequent, which makes you feel like we're definitely going in the right direction. But you're still trying to go unnoticed as much as possible to avoid any unnecessary scuffles with these like underground creatures. Make one more final group stealth check for me. So is that a 30?
Woo!
Oh, crit!
Dang.
Crit counts for 2 successes.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, crit counts for 2 successes, just as a crit fail counts for 2 fails. Okay, so we got a
Fair enough.
success and double success. a fail, success, success. So that's plenty of successes. Okay, so kind of seeming to have learned your lesson from what not to do and managing to keep Nimrod quiet for the remainder of the passage through the subterranean tunnels. You find finally just the hint of very, very subtle light from the direction you're headed. And there is a small staircase that has a trapdoor at the top of it, which both Lloyd and Jazz are familiar with. Lloyd, or we'll say Jazz. Since Lloyd's not here, I'll put Jazz up the forefront of this. So Jazz, you there's a combination to this. It's got a small combination lock on the wooden. It's a wooden door that's not super well reinforced, but it does have a padlock on the inside. So you put in the code, dial in the code, and manage to unlock it and open it. And as soon as you open it, you start hearing sounds of men screaming or shouting orders. You hear this thunderous boom, and you immediately realize it's like, oh shit, like something's going on. And you kind of quietly make your way up into the center or the inside of this building, of this structure. There's a number of machines and stuff behind you. The place is completely empty. There's no one in here except for you all. And you make your way towards the front, where the front door would be. The windows are shuttered. What do you want to do?
Jaius just looks back at everyone. It's like this may be it. I think we're in the midst of it. Do we want to? Is there any more tunnel to go down, or
no? You've pretty much
No?
reached
Okay.
the end of the tunnel.
All right. This is the end of the line.
Okay, so
Okay.
Anybody want to run?
Do we hear the battle, or is it?
yeah, it definitely sounds like
Yeah.
you hear lots of men shouting orders, and occasionally this just this flash of light from through the cracks, in between the wooden shutters. There's a little bit of place where you can see just a faint light coming through, and every once in a while that light gets really bright as a flash of lightning or something just lights it up, and it kind of casts light into the room you're in for just a brief moment, and then it's gone, which is quickly followed by this thunderous just that just kind of shakes the area.
Okay.
And then you hear another some sort of commander shouts. It's like go left, man that wall, that turret needs 3 more members, go. And you just stuff like that going on. You hear what sounds like wagon wheels being pushed past this building you're in, as perhaps something else is being wheeled up to the outer wall. You can't see anything right now, as I said, because the door is closed and barred, the windows are shuttered, but that's where you're currently at right now. It's just the sound of war and mostly war preparations, sporadically punctuated by lightning and thunder. So
How big of a building this is?
not super big.
Go up instead of out, or
It's only a single story building, although it is fairly wide. There's a lot of machinery, looks like clockwork machinery. There's several looks like gates or sluice gates that are low to the ground that allow water to kind of flow in, go through a bunch of things, and then flow back out again. So those sluice gates are about the size of a doggy door, I guess. So there's that. And it looks like there are 2 main entrances. There's the just main front entrance, and it looks like there's all the way on the other side of the building. It's kind of far from where you are now. There's another smaller door to the back.
Can we crack window open and have a look, or?
Yeah. All right. So you kind of take one of the bars off of a window, and you just kind of peek out to see what you can see. And you see probably about 200 feet, like as you look through the window, you see about 200 feet away the outer wall, the north wall, with like a whole, it's entirely just manned, just a huge amount of soldiers line the top of the wall. As well as at the base of the wall, there seems to be like a few platoons of spearmen, just like in wait, waiting for orders. You do note that there are a number of ballista along the top of the wall, as well as there's like this part of the wall that kind of extends. So if the wall is going left to right, there's a part of the wall that kind of goes towards you, in towards the town, just a few feet, maybe about 15, 20 feet, and ends in a tower. Looks like there's like a door that you can go in that allows you to climb and ascend some stairs up to the top of the wall. There's also a whole lot of other buildings. They look like they're like military purpose buildings. So you're near a military district, which Jayez or Lloyd could confirm is true. So this water treatment place is kind of to the south, just very, very slightly south of the like military pavilion where they have lots of barracks and training grounds and stuff.
And they're in the middle of a combat right now.
So you don't see from your current vantage point, you see bowmen at the top of the tower firing. You see bowmen you see like lots of turretiers at the top of the that are standing on top of the wall, all firing outside of the town on something. But given that you're on ground level and the wall is about like 30 feet tall, you can't really see what's going on the other side of it. Although you do see lots of flashes of lightning.
Okay, and it's only just military here. Like all the people we see are just soldiers, kind of.
Yeah, that's you don't see any civilians where you are right now.
What do you guys want to do? Go climb a tower?
Well, if we want to hit flying giants, probably.
Hang on a second. I'm going to. Oops, that's the wrong one.
Okay.
Huh?
You got your shooters on either side, but
Yeah, it's just one side's bread and one side's
Okay.
just don't blow your face off when you reach for a breadstick. Oops, that was the rod. Okay.
Oh no.
All right. So, I just tell me how do you want to how there's so there's the window that you just looked out of, you just kind of took a peek from, is on the what you assume to be the front side of this building. It looks like a larger door that's big enough for wagons and horses to come into, and then there's the opposite side behind you, maybe about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe 60 feet behind you, is another door on the back side. It's a normal sized door for people. And there's also windows.
Jayez knows this part of town, right?
Yeah. So what do you? If you ask me, like whatever you want to know, I can. I just want to make sure I've got people set up correctly on the map before we get started in this.
Yeah.
So.
Where do you want to go? Over to the tower? Is that what we're thinking, or what?
I mean, I feel like that's where I would like to be.
Right.
Yeah.
If we, granted, if we get to the tower and we're all caught up there, and it goes down.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I have just an inkling that
yeah.
as soon as they as soon as they're like, oh, there's enemies in the tower, we're taking the tower out.
Bit of a Hoth situation.
We can have a quick peek and then go back down.
I feel like melee fighters are probably not going to be staying in the tower.
Or I could just use my medallion of the mind and just ask a random archer, "What are you shooting at?" And hopefully he tells me and doesn't freak out and fall off the wall.
That would be funny.
Anyhow, my question, I guess, is which door, Jayaz would probably know which door would be the most convenient to get us quickly to the tower. I don't know if it's a problem. We're seen by the soldiers or not.
If it's what?
No, I don't think the soldiers will care.
Problem.
We're helping.
We are
Yeah.
going to be helping.
I mean, look at us though. Do they know that immediately? I don't know.
You don't. I mean, you don't know for
Yeah.
certain.
We don't look like.
You don't know for
No.
certain, but yeah, it is.
We
have a
look very
flying
civilian-esque. Oh God,
Opinion.
Maquiwa. Yeah, they might try to shoot her down. She looks a little, I don't know,
Not again.
unusual.
You have
We
to
should probably
yeah.
have her come in last.
So, tower yes, tower no.
If you want tower, we can do tower.
Split the party. I mean,
my first question is so just exiting, because like I said, the tower is, what did I say before, like 200 feet away. That's an estimate, but just eyeballing it,
Right.
looks to be about 200 feet away. So in between this building that you're in and the tower, looks like there's like 4 platoons or 4 squads of spiremen, all, just in rank and file orders.
okay. So it's
But
like-
they're all facing the wall, though. They're not facing your direction. They're all facing away from you.
So can we navigate behind them to get to the tower or not?
Well, they're facing the tower, so it'd be very difficult to get in the tower without them seeing you.
Okay.
Like,
I see.
you'd have to be pretty much invisible to get past them unnoticed, you think?
Okay. There's that. Anyone have a plan?
I think we can safely just, at least get past the soldiers. I don't think they're a problem.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
they're going to
think
have
if
an
we
issue with
went
us
out-
coming onto the battlefield.
Yeah, I think guns blazing is the way to go.
We're in a one-story building. Are there any other taller buildings nearby? Maybe we don't need to go to the tower, just a tall building we can see over. I don't know.
Yeah, there are a lot of buildings around you. So it is perhaps possible to climb up onto some building of sorts. So let's see.
What do you
Yeah.
guys think?
Yeah, actually, so when you looked out the window, if you're looking out the window and to the right, kind of like diagonally to the right, that's where the wall was. If you look just straight ahead from the window, like across like a how can I put it, like a cobblestone road, a fairly large main thoroughfare. If you look across the main thoroughfare, there seems to be a large building that's 2 stories tall across the way. That's maybe as tall as the wall, if not a little taller.
What do you guys think? Not a target, and we might be able to see. Bring that short person energy along.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So you exiting the front door, back door, windows, or what are you doing? I'm just looking for like
bust out, front door.
Yeah, front door. Okay. Who's going out first?
Bust out.
Well, Jayaz knows this town, right?
So does Lloyd. Lloyd's going out. He ain't here.
You volunteered. Push. I like it. Okay, so Lloyd goes out first. Who's after Lloyd? I'll say this much. Lloyd goes out.
I mean, Giles has got to hold open the door. He's like, here you go. Let's go.
So Lloyd kind of Giles opens the door. Lloyd kind of looks out as like he's checking for car, like you're watching for cars. Looks left, looks right. Like nobody seems to be paying him any mind. So he just takes a few steps out and looks towards the wall.
I mean, he is readying an attack, like an action, in case something comes at him.
He's right now. The look on
ready.
the look on Lloyd's face is one of very like it's a mix of like stoicism and fear.
Yeah.
Because he's been through some shit with these giants, and he is not excited about this prospect of what's to come. But he just kind of faces the wall, and his hands drop to his sides, and he just kind of looks at the roiling thunder and lightning in the clouds with a bit of a shaking like fist. Who's coming out after him?
I can.
Okay, so Sturge is out next, and then Nimrod. And this is last chance for just short rest healing if anybody needs to heal or use.
Yeah, we should probably be at 100%. Let's see, Lloyd, do you have any potions? I'm sure he does.
Lloyd,
yeah, he has.
according to, he looks like he's at max.
He needs. No, he's at 120 out of 140.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, that's what his thingy says.
Really? That's weird.
It does. Let me find if does he have potions? He should have.
Probably. Everybody has potions. Well, anyway, who's coming out after Sturge?
This man literally don't have any potions. Oh my gosh, Lloyd.
Or he just takes poor notes.
I'm just give him 2 of my potions. It's fine. That'll get him back up to full.
Okay.
He's an old man. He
spend
needs
2
his meds.
healing surge. Like, sir. All right. 140.
I know what it is. I know why it looks like this. Because these are old. These have been here for a while. They haven't been updated.
We'll also take.
So I do that.
2 of his own. That leaves him at 6. That leaves him at 4 tiny potions.
Let's see, characters. Gotta put the. Let's see.
So
4
Lloyd... potions of healing left.
Okay, so Lloyd is
that
here.
Brings him back up to 20.
No, it still says 140. That's so weird. Is this connected right?
No.
Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
I just brought him back.
I'm talking to myself.
I brought him back up to 140.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he used 2 of my potions.
Okay.
And now I'm using 2 more of my own potions. Damn you, Lloyd. Why do you not have potions, my guy?
Wait, do you need to use potions when you're resting? Can't you just heal?
You can. You can just use healing surges. You don't need to use potions. Are good because they happen instantaneously. Whereas healing surges you can only use during a short rest.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, if you're resting,
short rest.
It's best to do that.
Yeah.
Apologies, I thought.
More...
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Okay. According to what I've got here, Sturge, you're at 87 out of 170, so you're like about half.
I'm at 133.
This thing isn't working right, unless here. You know what it is? I think it is. It's probably.
I remember I healed up. I only have 1. I think I only have 1 healing surge left.
Visible errors.
I didn't take it all the way up.
Alright, there we go. Put that back.
Open character sheet. You're at max, you said?
No. Me?
Yeah, Sturge.
Sturge should be at 133.
133? Current hit points 133. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, but okay. That's fine. I'll just update this one. I don't know why it says 87, but...
You said 70 or something, right?
Yeah, max is 170.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My surge value is 44. So 70 plus 40, that still doesn't make sense. But anyhow, never mind.
Token bars. Why on earth is that happening? That is so weird. 3. Save. Whatever. Okay. Seems to be.
Alright.
It's there now. Okay. Who stepped
Sturge,
after Sturge came?
Jayas can.
Jazz is next. And then we just got Rain and Benny. And Mikwihwa.
I want to kind of hang back with Mikwihwa,
Okay.
or maybe even ride her if she'll let me.
And Benny will go next.
Alright. Benny's out there next. And I'll just put you here near the door with Mikwihwa. This gigantic. And Rain. Okay. Something like this. All
Are
right.
you looking at a map?
Yeah.
You're looking at a map that the rest of us can't see yet?
Yes. Which
Okay.
I'm about to change.
Okay.
New map,
Welcome. Welcome. You'll have to scroll down immediately, I think. But it's all the way, you're
Yeah.
starting all the way at the bottom, so if you see nothing but darkness, just zoom out and scroll all the way down.
Oh, there we go. There we are. Okay. Ooh.
Here we are.
It
How-
is. Render-
Who has a zone? Why is there a zone?
Oh, that's you. Hang on, let me turn
Yeah.
that off.
It's around you, Jazz.
Why do I have a zone?
It's I think I did that like it's the default. It comes when I just throw your token out there. It's by default. It's one of your abilities, makes you a
He
zone
just
of
has an aura.
difficult terrain or something like that. But
Yeah, it does. I was just like, it's just on. Like, poof. I appear.
there we go.
Difficult
Okay.
terrain.
No worries. There we go.
Difficult to
There we go.
approach me.
It's the smell of Old Spice.
All right. So
Now look at it.
there you all are. So you see in front of you this like several platoons of spiremen, all in rank and file, with a pillar
Wow.
kind of shouting orders at them. Seems like you can't quite make out what he's saying over the cacophony of all of the the storm and the shouts, but it seems like he's trying to bolster their spirits. And beyond that, I know you can't see it because of the way I've marked off the line of sight barriers, but atop the wall there are like every 10 feet there's it looks like a crossbowman. And yeah, this is just like crossbowman, just every 10 feet there's one of them. As well as on the ground, you know that there's looks like another platoon of like turretier crossbowmen, like in reserve.
Okay.
And yeah, just the guys on top of the wall are just like firing at will, just. So, from here, what do you want to do?
Admire the ranks of Spiremen. I hope you could just do copy paste once you built one. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. You mean like platoons? Yeah, I can totally copy paste.
Yeah. Okay. So we were heading to a 2-story building, or
Well, yeah, last time you couldn't see my pings. Can you see this ping when I do it right here?
oh yeah.
Okay.
I saw a red ping.
So how about if I do it a little farther off to the side? Can you still see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, technically,
Oh.
I guess you wouldn't have been able to see it from the window, but that's okay. There's one over here. I'll say it's tall enough that you could see it over the top of this building in front of you here. So this building is blocking your view a little bit, but over the top of it, there's a bigger building behind it, way over here.
Okay.
This building here is about 20 feet tall.
The wall's 30.
The wall's
so
30, yeah.
that's a taller building that we're heading towards. That's
Okay.
at least as tall as the wall, right?
All right, so if you go ahead a little bit, you can see this building here.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one here looks to be a 2-story building of some sort.
Will I inquire from Lloyd or Jayas about what these buildings are, or
They might know, they
Okay.
might not know. They can roll just a history check. So Jayas or Lloyd, either of you can make a history check to see if you know what that building is.
Okay. 1 second.
hope it's a cannery?
Why? I just got
So random.
yeah, it's like cannery.
Smell like fish.
History 14. Giants was history. Oh gosh. 2 character sheets are hard.
Yes.
I was like, who has the higher one? I'm like, okay, Giants.
35. Okay. Looks like
Okay.
as far as you know, you haven't really needed to do any work, if you know what I mean, like in that building. But you're fairly good at keeping up with, hearsay and gossip and, word on the street. It's some sort of like what do you call it, officers complex. So a lot of the higher rank officials have offices in there, keeping track of military records. There's also a few like classroom type situations for training of officers, like an ROTC kind of thing. But yeah, that's what that is.
So yeah, we're still heading there. Anyone say otherwise?
Yeah, just tell me what you're doing. Just like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then I'll just be like, okay, you do that. And you don't have to confer with everybody if you want to just do stuff.
What we talked about. So,
Yeah, man, you do you.
Yeah, you
Honestly.
do you. You don't, yeah, everybody's like timid to like, can I do it? Can I do it? It's like, just do it. Just say I'm doing it. And then stuff happens.
Well, I'm gonna do
Alright,
it. Unless,
All right.
unless someone says don't. So
Alright.
I'm doing it.
Alright, Giants is gonna...
Benny's going Sturge.
Benny's
not
what?
the highest point, but like running
Sturge.
off of it.
Benny's going with Sturge. Okay, you can move your own token.
Oh, neat.
I think I'm at the building. If you can find me, I'd be hanging out with the officers.
Down here.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you get to the side of the building.
Anything climbable?
The building itself is similar construction to most of the buildings around here. It's kind of like this gray slate or like gray stones like piled up and mortared together. Fairly rough. It's not too difficult to climb. The hardest part is the ledge, like getting around the, because the roof kind of hangs over a bit and it's kind of hard to do the underhang and then get on top. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's possible. It's possible. It's not impossible, but a little.
Okay. Should we could just go through the door and walk up the stairs, though.
Also possible.
Let's try the door. I'm gonna try the door. See if it opens.
Okay.
Yeah, the idea here is I just want to get on some rooftops.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I
okay.
can,
all right.
if
So
I
you
need,
go.
if I need to run, then I can just run to a different rooftop.
So Rain, you kind of make your way over here. There's no one over here. You find the front doors here. You try them. They are locked. So if you want to try anything else,
Can I jimmy
The
this
locks.
bad boy open?
sure. Make a thievery check.
Let me
You have,
Oh,
like, a
Rain.
magic-
Oh, quiz
I've
time,
been
Rain.
trying
Can
to
you
get
do
the
it?
map to do well. Oh no, it's too much pressure. Sensei's watching me.
Wait, do you even have lockpick? Like a do you have like a lockpick kit?
I don't
or
think she
thievery
does.
Thievery tools. If you don't have thievery
I
tools,
have.
Didn't Rain have like a magic key or something?
she does.
I do
you
have
do
a
have a
magic-
skeleton
Ooh.
key.
You have a
I do have a
Yes.
skeleton.
It's a daily power
But
thing, isn't it?
It is. It seems like a bit of a
Goodness.
waste.
It's up to you. I mean, it would.
I could jimmy it for you. Do you want to assist me, Rain?
Sure. I'll observe.
No, you're not observing. You're helping. You're learning the craft. Like, okay, so when you get down here, make sure you have good eye level, alright? You really don't want to mess this up.
Okay. All right. Rain. To assist this, you need to roll at least your level to give her a +2. So you need to get
It's
a
a thievery, right?
thievery.
Actually, I might have opened up. Things are not loading really well right now for me.
Oh no.
I'm gonna get on the app and see if I can at least roll something.
He's like, okay, then when you get down here, make sure you click it like you just want to go a quarter turn. Any more than that.
Well, I can tell you that even without Rain's help, this is gonna pass. So.
That's great. 'Cause, like I said, I think the new map has broken my computer for a minute.
Uh-oh. We just lost you on the video feed as well.
Yeah, but yeah, okay. I have the app up. So what should I roll for you? Is it
Well, if you want to, it's a thievery check to see if you can aid. But it's
I
fine.
may-
It doesn't
I may as
really.
I may as well see
Error
how good I
evaluating
do.
roll starting with text at position 88 near emote thievery class range.
Yeah, interesting, right?
It looks like probably a syntax error or something, but
Yeah,
that's okay. Don't
I'm
even worry
trying to
about
use
it.
the
Well,
app.
yeah, don't worry
It's
about
fine, yeah.
it. Okay, so yeah.
I do have my sheet back up at least.
So Jais, you take out your thieves' tools and you kind of work at the lock a little bit. It's not an overly complicated lock, just strong enough to keep normal riffraff out, and I would say like a medium difficulty, which is you rolled way higher than that, so it's not a problem. You feel for the tumblers, you unlock it, and the door opens. The place seems like completely abandoned. It's almost as if like the entire military is like thinking it's all hands on deck. Nobody should be sitting on their ass right now. So like the building is just vacant.
Okay.
So you can go inside of it, and I'll just speed things along a bit. In a matter of moments, you're able to locate some stairs that lead you up to what I would call an attic space. So there's like little triangular windows. Like there's a angled roof, and along the angled roof are small little windows that you can easily. So if you want to just pick a window towards the back or the north, like south, north, which window do you want to go towards? There's windows facing the east, and there's windows facing the north, as well as some facing kind of like the southwest. So the wall being the north side. So which
the north side, right?
north side? Okay.
The direction
Okay.
we're
So
shooting the arrows.
yeah, I will place. So Sturge, you are here.
Benny will head with him.
Okay, Benny is up there with you. I'm just gonna put Lloyd up there with you because nobody's. I'll just do Lloyd.
Okay.
Is everybody going up there?
Oh wait, totally forgot about Lloyd. Dang it.
Don't worry.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna put McQueehua up there as well, and. Okay, there you go. Everybody's up there. So everybody makes their way onto the northern roof, and I know that right now, if you like, I can take down some of these barriers so that you can see more, because it's weird how the lighting system works. It doesn't understand height difference. So right now the game thinks you're still at
Like a
floor level.
starburst.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Right.
just in general, so all these rooftops are nearby.
Uh,
No, quote unquote nearby. They're visible, but they're like at the same level as where we are right now.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to just
Okay,
go ahead
cool.
and just drop those so we can see, or so you can see a little bit more. Let's see. So if I go to lighting layer, yeah, let's just do. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Does that help?
Yes.
Yeah, thought so.
It's at least opened some of it up.
Ba-dum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see a lot better from
Yeah,
up there.
there we go.
Ba-dum.
Yes.
Ba-dum.
I mean, we'd see all this from up there.
Yeah, you
I'm
would.
sure.
You would see all this from up there. So, da-da-da-da, bump. And
Be
bump.
cool.
Whoa, what is that?
Yeah. What is that?
Cool.
This.
Hi, Griffin Knot. Heck yeah. Wait, is it? Yeah. All right.
Can't delete this. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go.
There's one. Why is there only one here? Where the hell are the rest of them?
Good question. Bomb.
unless there's an attack on Colin. No. No.
Okay, so you should be able to see anything within the town. I'm not revealing what's on the other side of the... Well, you know what? Actually, I think it's about time. So,
No, why would you say something like that, JT?
I think it's about time
I'm not
you
gonna
you
show you what's
see
over there.
you as you climb up and get out onto the rooftop of this building, and you see what the military has been firing at. You see a
On a
an
giraffe.
enormous figure.
It's a giraffe.
If you scroll up,
Scrolling up, okay.
Blind guy.
Oh my gosh.
What is what?
Oh,
That is a really cool animation.
that's really cool.
so
Shintra Khan.
before you, there are a line of storm giants, each surrounded in this like miniature like tornado. It's like exuding like lightning sparks around it, and at the far back behind this line of storm giants, each of which is like between 15 and 20 foot tall, is this immense like figure standing like taller than the wall at about 50 feet tall, just this lording over the rest of the giants, holding this giant great sword and this like pure platinum looking javelin that's in the shape of like a lightning bolt. He has this purplish aura around him and just like lightning, all encased in lightning. His eyes like spark. There's just solid white beams of light coming out of his eyes, and his mouth. Whenever he like opens his mouth, you just see nothing but like bluish white light, as if the inside of his body is nothing but just pure energy. And that is where the final battle of Taitol will take place.
Oh, this map is so cool.
My
My
Jaiz is
computer
definitely
fully
losing a
not
second home.
like this map and my video at the same time, but it's worth it.
So yeah, we're not gonna quite get into this combat today because I want to give you guys a little bit of time to kind of maybe plan. I will warn you that death is a possibility in this battle. I'm not pulling any punches, so be careful.
It's fine. I have a second character already at the ready. I mean, a third character. A whole third character.
As well as some other surprises along the way. So,
We're always careful.
yes.
No, we're not.
You want to pull another Banana Foster situation, Paul? That'd be great.
Oh, that was incredible.
I'm about to die already before the battle starts.
Oh yeah.
I think-
we're quite on the rope.
I guess I could
Wait,
say
what?
each of you could make a perception check from where you're at. There's a chance you might notice something.
Would love to.
What happened? Hold on. All right, perception.
I gotta get my little line.
Perception.
The angle is a little difficult, but it's possible. No.
Perception.
Uh,
Oh wait, did I just roll twice for Jaiz?
45. Yeah, I got one for Lloyd and one for Jaiz. No, you're
I
good.
did. Whoops.
You're good.
Okay,
It says
all right.
Lloyd and this one
Oh,
says
okay.
Jaiz. I think you're good.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Sturge, you at the moment are the only person who sees this unless... Nope, and Rain. So Sturge and Rain, you both notice this. It's hard to tell over the bright, like the swirling masses of like wind around these giants and all of the flashing lights, but each of you just barely note and realize what it was that the giants were like destroying out in the fields around the city, as you see dozens of bodies, not of soldiers but of civilians, Just corpses torn asunder, laying scattered about the ground outside of the city walls.
I see some horses.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
And as it kind of comes to you, the note that came with the book Lloyd brought to you, there was a note, sort of mission statement for what these giants were supposed to do, which was to eliminate every creature they came across. Just complete extinction level type situation. And it looks like that's what they've been doing. And makes you worry what became of all those civilians who fled to the north where the giants just came from.
Oh no.
So, I think we'll call it a night there, and you guys can kind of gather your courage and resources and and maybe plan how to use them to your advantage to perhaps take down this threat. And the final nail in the coffin, I guess, for the story is for those of you who have fought Kellogg's previously, recognize the sickly purple aura surrounding the Titan Shinshra Khan. Reminds you of the similar aura that surrounded Kellogg's whenever he had been puppeted by Dagon. So
That we
Wait.
were attacking.
So basically, whenever Kellogg was surrounded in that purple aura, it became almost impossible to hit him with attacks.
But he didn't like the rod.
Yes, but
He didn't like the rod.
yeah, every time the rod was used, it's just sort of like a gust of wind blew the aura off of him, and it took some time for it to reform. So,
I have a question.
okay.
If I only have one healing surge, if you have 0 healing surges, you go to 0 hit points, you're just dead, right?
It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. You need extended rest to regain healing surges. There are a scant few things that'll allow you to heal without healing surges. Some of those things are in the rod.
Yeah.
Uh,
I do have a Rainite ring that also grants me
regeneration. Yeah, regeneration would work.
Regeneration, it does.
Yeah, regeneration does not require healing surges. But yeah, it's bad. You'd be in a similar situation as Benny was when you guys fought Dagon, or you fought like Gady and DeMarlo. Because I believe Benny was completely out of healing surges.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I think you can technically be healed, but it only brings you to 1.
Yeah.
So regardless of how much you were supposed to gain, you can only gain 1 if you're at 0 healing surges. I'll double check the rules on that, but I think that's how the mechanic works.
Yeah. It might come into play.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, for anyone watching out there, I thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time when they have to tackle on Shinshra Khan, the Storm Titan, and his entourage, I guess I'll call it.
His merry men.
His merry men. Yes. Okay.
Not like very merry.
Okay.